So over the past 3 years, I've been carrying primarily with the T-Rex Arms Sidecar. I've owned a plethora of these holsters, both of the older style and the new 2.0 style with the hinge system. However, in the past year, I've had 3 sidecars break on me, all in the exact same way. So my first sidecar, which I got in 2019, a Glock 19 with a TLR1, it finally broke in June of this year. Now, that's over 3 years of use. I'm not expecting any product, holster, or anything to last forever. And 3 years of good hard use is very acceptable, being stuffed, in the pants with all the body heat, all the heat from the environment, and the tension on that wing, which puts tension on the kydex. That's very understandable. I contacted T-Rex Arms, and in less than a week from me contacting them, a new sidecar was at my door. However, that sidecar only lasted until October of this year, only a couple months, and it broke in the exact same way. And that's one of the new Sidecar 2.0s with the hinge system. Once again, contacted T-Rex Arms, and within a week, a new sidecar was at my door, and that one has been going strong. So more recently, in fact, just last week, I had the exact same cracks starting to form on my SIG P365X macro holster. And mind you, I got this holster when the macro dropped. Just a few months ago, I got this holster, and very quickly, that telltale crack was starting to form, and I knew very soon this holster would be unsafe to use. So on Tuesday, I emailed T-Rex Arms, got a very quick response, and by Monday of this week, Monday afternoon, there was a new sidecar, this sidecar at my door, ready to use. That's very impressive. That is not something you see a lot in the gun industry or any industry. And I've had good experiences with velocity systems, with Streamlight, with Alien gear. However, it's never been instantly. It's been a month later, a week later, a couple months later, I'll finally get that new product in. And sometimes it can take up to a week or 2 weeks to actually get a response in an email. But T-Rex Arms, instant. Very recently, I sent my Holosun 507C to Holosun to get warranty because it was having an issue. Their response was pretty quick, but it's been over a month now that they've had my optic, and I haven't gotten anything from them. I'm sure I will get a response and I'll get a replacement or it'll get fixed. I'm not concerned about that, but it is taking far longer than it takes T-Rex. And this is the thing with T-Rex as well. Most companies are like, oh, send us the product. And I get it, especially if it's like an optic or something more complicated, but when it's a simple product, something that clearly is broken and is no longer going to work, why am I sending the product to them? It makes no sense. It makes me spend more money and it wastes my time. Versus T-Rex just says, take a picture of it, prove you own the product and it broke, and we'll send you a new one. That's it, no questions asked. Even after breaking 3 sidecars, they're still willing to instantly send me a replacement. And in fact, with this sidecar, they upgraded me to thicker kydex, and that's awesome. They're saying, yep, our customer's having a problem for our product. Instead of telling the customer you're using it wrong or not maintaining it correctly or any of that nonsense, they're like, we're gonna send you a improved version to solve your issue you're having specifically. That's great, right? And I know I'm going on about the greatness of T-Rex's customer service, but that is because of the quality that they have with their customer support. Lucas and the team over there, they do a great job. And even though I have had that issue with the T-Rex Arms sidecar, I still highly recommend it. Now, other than the fact that it can break just like any other product, another negative that some people have with the sidecar is the fact that the sweat guard is not modifiable. When you order from T-Rex, there is no ability to change that sweat guard height. It is just a medium height sweat guard. Now, for me personally, that works just fine. I have no complaints, but for some others, you might want a different height sweat guard. Now, the reason T-Rex did this is to simplify the process so they can expedite orders and get things to the customer faster. In fact, when I first ordered this macro holster right here, I got it to my house in also less than a week, right? That's pretty impressive. It wasn't a warranty that they're expediting, because they do expedite their warranties, so that way, you're not going without a holster when all of a sudden you had one and then it broke. But even when you're ordering a holster from them, they now have super fast lead times, and this was while, I believe, they were actually moving to a new facility. They still were able to get me a holster for a brand new pistol in less than a week. That's very impressive, and so to me, that trade-off is well worth it. I can get it faster for just sacrificing customizable sweat guards, because a lot of the companies that have more customization options, yes, you can get a holster more curtailed to you and your tastes. That also is gonna mean it's gonna take longer to get to your door, while T-Rex can get it to you very fast. Now I want to talk about some of the pros of the Sidecar, the reasons I like it, and even though I've had some issues with it, I am loyal to the Sidecar and I'm loyal to T-Rex. Now of course part of that loyalty comes from their great warranty and customer service, but also from the Sidecar itself. I always really enjoyed the original Sidecar, and the 2.0 or the second generation Sidecar just improved on that first one. So the modular system is great. The fact that I can just punch out a pin here and swap this out for a tourniquet carrier, a handcuff carrier, an AR mag carrier, a MP5 mag carrier, or anything, right? It's an open source design, so anyone who has a 3D printer can make a carrier, whether it's for a sheath, a flashlight, a grenade, whatever you want, you can get a carrier for this, whether you design it yourself or you get someone else to design it for you. That's awesome, right? Making it open source, allowing the community to make improvements to their product, that shows great thinking on their part, and it's great for the consumer. Now, another great thing about buying a Sidecar from T-Rex is the buying process itself. It is very simple. A lot of other companies, a lot of other Kydex holster companies have a very complex way of ordering the holster, right? You have like 20 different drop downs, or you have one drop down and has each option there and you have to find the exact one. T-Rex makes it very simple. First you select your manufacturer, then you select the gun, then you select the weapon length, then you select if you have a threaded barrel or compensated barrel, and that's it. You can select any other accessories you want to attach to that modular Sidecar system, but it's a very simple process. It's a very simple and fast process, and that's a great thing about ordering from T-Rex Arms. At the end of the day, even though I've broken 3 of them, I still highly recommend the Sidecar. The majority of the Sidecars I've owned have stood up, and most of them have lasted a significant period of time, even if they did break. It's just that a couple of them unfortunately did break pretty quickly recently. However, I don't hold that against T-Rex because of their warranty process. If they knew their products were garbage, if they knew their products would break and they weren't reliable, they wouldn't warranty like they do. Instead, they warranty their products the way they do because they know they're durable, they know they'll hold up, and if it breaks, it's because the customers owned it for a significant period of time, or because a fluke happens, right? Things happen, stuff breaks, it's the reality of life, and the fact that T-Rex warranties their products the way they do shows that it's a quality product and a quality company standing behind that product. If this video is helpful to you to determine whether or not you actually want to purchase a T-Rex Arms Sidecar, or you just enjoyed watching the video, go ahead and leave a like down below. Also, add to the conversation, hop into those comments and tell me about your experiences with T-Rex, with their products, with their warranties, or with other companies and their warranty processes. Also, I'm posting pretty regularly on Instagram at Midas_shoots, so go ahead, give me a follow there. I post about products I might be reviewing, ideas I might be discussing, and smaller product reviews and little shooting tips that are a little bit too short to put on YouTube. As always, guys, I'm also uploading new videos every Saturday to YouTube, so subscribe and stay tuned.